Iran, the United States, and Israel. Why is there a never-ending conflict among them? There are 57 Islamic countries in the world. So why have the U.S. and Israel focused all their efforts on Iran? To understand this complex battle, we must go back all the way to World War II. During World War II, nations had only two options: either support the British Empire or align with Hitler. Most countries sided with the British, but Iran's monarch defied them and shook hands with Hitler. This alarmed the British, who swiftly launched attacks on Iran from all sides. In desperation, the Shah of Iran surrendered and pleaded to keep his throne. Britain agreed, but with a condition. The Shah had abdicated in favor of his 22-year-old son, Reza Shah Pahlavi, a loyal puppet of the West. This new king admired the West. He wanted Iranians to dress like Westerners, party like them, and forget their Islamic traditions. He banned the hijab. He shut down madrasas and mosques. He arrested prominent Islamic scholars. In their place, music, parties, and alcohol took over. At one point, Iran, an Islamic republic, became an exporter of wine and liquor to the world. The Shah believed he was doing great things. He even mocked King Faisal of Saudi Arabia, urging him to liberalize like the West. Ironically, today Saudi Arabia asks Iran to be more liberal, but Iran refuses. But the Shah's actions created enemies within. The Islamic scholars began turning against him, delivering fiery sermons in mosques and seminaries. Leading them was Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. Khomeini inspired a mass movement. He was arrested and exiled to Iraq, watched closely by a young Iraqi leader, Saddam Hussein. As Khomeini's influence grew, Saddam offered to assassinate him, but the Shah refused. "This old cleric can do nothing," he said. In exile, Khomeini recorded his sermons on cassettes. These were smuggled back into Iran. His words inspired millions. People began seeing him as their true leader. Still, the Shah ruled with a powerful military and the full backing of the United States. But then, the Shah made a mistake. A grand, fatal mistake. He hosted the world's largest and most expensive party to revive the ancient Persian Empire. In the middle of the desert, he built an entire city for foreign dignitaries. He served food on golden plates. He ordered 600 limousines. As the Shah basked in glory, his people starved. This pushed Iranians even closer to Khomeini's ideology. Khomeini then declared, "The Shah is the Yazid of this era." Public sentiment exploded. Realizing the threat, the Shah again begged for Western help. World leaders met and told him bluntly, "We cannot save you from Khomeini." Defeated, the Shah fled Iran. Khomeini returned after 14 years in exile. He was welcomed by 7 million people, setting a world record. From Iranian soil, for the first time, rang the chants, "Death to America, death to Israel." Khomeini's followers stormed the U.S. Embassy, capturing 50 hostages. He demanded the return of the Shah. And so, the Iran-UDS hostility was born. After Khomeini's death, his funeral became the largest in human history, with 10 million people in attendance. His successor was a student, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Iran's current supreme leader. Meanwhile, the U.S. and Arab world feared Khomeini's influence. He inspired Muslims worldwide to revolt against corrupt rulers. So, Saddam Hussein, with U.S. and Arab support, attacked Iran. An 8-year war ensued. Yet, Saddam couldn't dethrone Khomeini. Shortly after the war ended, Khomeini passed away. Post-war, Iran's leaders realized that only a nuclear weapon could protect them from future threats. But nuclear technology was hard to acquire, until a miracle happened. Neighboring Pakistan, an Islamic nation, developed its own atomic bomb. Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan secretly sent centrifuge technology to Iran. This technology, like a spinning washing machine, could enrich uranium. Low enrichment, you get electricity. High enrichment, you get a nuclear bomb. As Iran moved forward with its nuclear program, the U.S. got wind of it. But Pakistan was a U.S. ally. Iran wasn't. So, President George W. Bush accused both Iran and Iraq of trying to build weapons of mass destruction. First, he invaded Iraq, toppling Saddam Hussein. Next, he targeted Iran. Iran was surrounded. U.S. forces in Iraq and Afghanistan formed a pincer. The world waited to see how Khamenei would respond. Khamenei made a bold move. He issued a fatwa declaring nuclear weapons haram forbidden in Islam. Islam forbids the killing of innocents, even in war, he declared. This declaration shattered the U.S.'s justification for an attack. Yet, suspicion lingered. Years later, even Khamenei's own nephew, Mehdi Murad Khan, claimed the fatwa was a lie, that Khamenei was using the Islamic concept of taqiyya, permissible deception, to protect lives. In 2009, the U.S. imposed heavy sanctions on Iran. The economy collapsed. Even oil-rich Iran struggled to sell gas. Pakistan, once an ally, refused Iranian gas out of fear of U.S. consequences. Only 3 countries continued business with Iran: China, Russia, and India. Eventually, President Obama offered Iran a deal, stop developing nuclear weapons, and will lift the sanctions. Iran agreed. The economy started recovering until Donald Trump came to power. Under pressure from pro-Israel lobbies, Trump canceled the nuclear deal. Sanctions returned. Iran's economy crumbled again. But Iran didn't stay silent. It restarted its nuclear program. In response, Trump ordered a drone strike, killing General Qasem Soleimani, Iran's military chief. This enraged the Iranian public. After new elections, President Ebrahim Raisi took office, a hardliner determined not to bend to the West. He resumed support for anti-Israel groups. Tensions in Gaza rose again. But as history has shown, leaders who openly oppose the U.S. and Israel often meet tragic ends. Raisi died in a mysterious helicopter crash. In his place, Iran elected a softer, diplomatic president. He reaffirmed loyalty to Khamenei's fatwa. Iran will never build a nuclear bomb. Secret talks resumed between Iran and the U.S. But Israel continues to resist. They accuse Iran of secretly building nuclear weapons and plotting revenge for Trump's actions. Israel now targets every Iranian official involved in negotiations, hoping to provoke a war that would end the Islamic Republic of Iran, born from Khomeini's revolution. This is not just a story of nuclear weapons. It's a story of identity, of resistance, of survival. The battle between Iran, the U.S., and Israel is far from over.